Hey there, and welcome to Saloon Space. The European weekend had so many rivalries come together at once, it was some brilliant stuff to watch. Today we cover that and 4 meetings coming up this week. But before we get there, do be sure to like the video, it helps a small channel more than you could imagine. Taunton Results for the weekend just gone. On Saturday, Heat 1 was won by 28 Ian Govia. Heat 2 was 577 Harry Darby. Heat 3, 902 Buster Jr. Heat 4, 131 Timmy Barnes. And Heat 5, 126 Harry Barnes. Sunday came and there was no last chance race because the choice was made for the European to be run all in. I am quite excited that the European winner was a prediction of mine. 902 Buster Jr. took a dominant win from another prediction, 389 Ryan Santry, and then 561 Flash Tom completes. Final came next because apparently the European wasn't the final. That was won by 122 Zach Gilmore from 126 Harry Barnes and 525 West Starmer. And then the All-Comers gives the last trophy of the weekend to 126 Harry Barnes. This week we have 4 meetings on 3 different days. Starting off is on Wednesday at Knockhill for the last time this year. As of writing this on 7 AM on Tuesday, we have 12 cars booked to race. Weather looks to be around 17 going down to 14 in the night. Probably going to get pretty wet with a 70% chance of rain. Then on Thursday, we go all the way back down to Great Yarmouth. Another one with just 12 cars booked in, but this track really doesn't need many. Weather looks to be around 20 going down to 16 into the night. Rain chance goes down to 40, but I definitely still count that as it's going to get wet. Number 3, biggest one of the week, will be Skegness on Saturday. 28 cars are currently booked in, and this will also be streamed on 247 TV as part of the second World Championship semi-final for the F1s. Weather for that one will be 23 going down to 17 in the night, and this one's a whole lot more likely to be dry at just an 8% chance of rain. But of course, now I've said that, it'll still find its way to tip it down somehow. Then, looking back up north, also on Saturday, will be Cowdenbeath. Just 9 cars are booked in at the moment, and the weather for that will be 17 going down to 12, with roughly 20% chance for rain. That's a lot for 1 week, but now that's out of the way, a lot just happened just in one place at Taunton. Let's have a proper look at that. Now, I wasn't at the track in person, so everything I saw came from 2 videos posted to YouTube. All of Saturday's heats appeared pretty calm, except for one moment in Heat 2, where 720 Archie Brown gave 600 Barry Russell a follow-in. Funny words from the commentator calling it a comprehensive front suspension failure. Not much happened on Saturday, but they made up for it on Sunday. First race, of course, being the European after cancelling the last chance. 600 Barry Russell returned to the track to compete in his second and last race of the weekend. I don't know anything about it, whether it was damaged or anything, but he just packed it up after the race. Also in that race, 121 Kai Gilmore went straight at 720 Archie Brown and took him in backwards. A few laps pass and Archie rejoins, only to immediately get spun by Kai again. Safe to say he was never defending that title. Also in that race, 33 Pete Hollett and 951 Robert Mawhinney have a coming together where Robert spins Pete onto the infield. I don't know how intentional it was, but Hollett was having none of it. 951 then gets held up later in the race, goes wide and rejoins right next to the 33. Now, the camera looks away here when the rejoin happens, but a collision with the wall is audible, and I can only assume that Pete Hollett had left-turned into Robert Mawhinney, causing Robert to take the rest of the lap slowly before retiring from the race on the back straight. With the drama of the race out of the way, we need to talk about the amazing drive from 902 Buster Jr. I have this one image showing Buster coming up to the checkered flag just as second and third place cars were in turn 1, while the fourth place car was still in turn 4. This man lapped all but 2 cars. It doesn't get much more dominant of a race than that. An absolute masterclass on display in that European race. Incredible work. The European race is done, but the weekend is far from over and revenge is on the menu. 720 Archie Brown gave a return shot to 121 Kai Gilmore, and 951 Robert Mawhinney also gave one to 33 Pete Hollett. The only thing to happen in the all-comers is that 951 and 33 both got their cars repaired again, where Mawhinney gives another shot to Hollett. This man just is not giving up. The racing finishes there, but the drama doesn't. 28 Ian Govia and 661 Graham Cheval makes another return, but as far as I saw, nothing in particular happened on track. What I did see, however, is Ian taking to Facebook to write a post where the only punctuation found appears to be accidental. In this post, he accuses Graham of racing while intoxicated. According to a commenter who appears to be part of Cheval's team, police were called on the transporter with this accusation. Breathalyzer showed the bus driver to be sober, but that driver wasn't Graham, so I guess we don't have any actual confirmation for either side. Wow, what a weekend. I need a breath after all that excitement. I wasn't even there and I'm feeling it. But that is all I have for this week. Join me next week for a review of this week upcoming and a preview of the Mildenhall weekend, where the saloons support the F2 semi-finals and we get to see the historic saloons. Enjoy the collection of meetings this week. I know I will too, and I will see you next week.